Former Defense Secretary Robert Gates taking a direct hit on President Obama's foreign policy leadership and his foreign policy team. What will the fallout be, if any?
Yeah, and here to react, Fox News contributor and author of Never Trust a Liberal Over 3, Ann Coulter.
That's very nice of you, but I'm not a Fox News contributor.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, you're contributing to our program today here on Fox News.
We consider it.
In fact, the only network to ever employ me was MSNBC.
How'd that work out?
All right,
Fantastic author, then. We'll go with that. Right. Speaking of books, though,
thank you.
Let's discuss Robert Gates.
Speaking of books.
What will be the fallout here, in your opinion?
It looks like a fun book. Can't wait to get my hands on it. It's not good for Biden. It's not good for Hillary. So hopefully it will encourage our governor, Andrew Cuomo, and Elizabeth Warren, and the governor of Maryland to jump in.
Why do you think that's better? You think it's better if more Democrats are in?
I think
maybe
yes, I
more
do.
beatable.
I just want them to pick the best candidate. You know the way Republicans do, the way we have 400 primaries and every idiot throws his hat in the ring. I think that's been really helpful for the Republicans, and the Democrats ought to take our lead.
Right. As we've been discussing, it turns out the president and Hillary, in advance of the Iowa caucuses, both revealed that they opposed the Iraqi surge for political reasons.
That's pretty shocking.
That is shocking.
That's war.
But what about regarding Joe Biden? And you mentioned this as well. Here's a quotation from the book. Regarding Joe Biden, Mr. Gates writes, I think he has been wrong on nearly every major foreign policy and national security issue over the past 4 decades. That's 40 years. That's not good if you're running for commander-in-chief, is it?
Throw in domestic policy, and I think you can't argue with that statement.
But why do you think the administration chose to just push back on defense of Biden, not even themselves?
Well, I did see a tweet from David Axelrod today saying everything in the book was a lie or something to that effect. But it looks like Obama is favoring Biden over Hillary. I mean, I know the media keeps telling us that the whole country owes Hillary Clinton because the Democrats ran off with their trophy wife, Barack Obama, last time, and we owe her. We owe her.
Trophy wife?
I'm not Barack Obama. I'm not sure I mean, they did. They just ran off like it was a fling. She deserves it. I don't think the rest of the country feels that way to begin with, but I mean, she's not that likable a person, apparently, because you have the far left trying to, well, maybe Elizabeth Warren will run, and you have Obama, who apparently prefers his own vice president to his secretary of state, which makes some sense. But it's curious that, that you say they're only defending Biden.
That's what came out yesterday. We enjoyed we have differing opinions in the administration. So, Ann, let's talk about what's happening with the president's little speech yesterday about 12 o'clock. He was 20 minutes late. Comes out with a bunch of unemployed people behind him who need long-term benefits. It's class warfare all over again.
Yes.
Is this going to work?
And I liked the visual demonstration of the jobs juggernaut that is the Obama administration. Wait, who's been president all this time?
5 years.
Also, you know, the Democrats in the audience and the press, but I repeat myself, were snickering when Obama was attacking Republicans for saying, oh, unemployment, if you extend the benefits, if you subsidize something, you'll get more of it, you know, basic law, iron law of economics. But in point of fact, that's what their job numbers are, right? Because the reason they falsely claim unemployment has fallen from 10 to 7% is they're excluding all the people who are no longer looking for jobs. So their own job numbers incorporate millions of people who have given up looking for a job under the Obama administration. So how can you say that people will never give up looking for a job? That's what their job numbers say.
It certainly does reflect that. I want to ask you quickly about Rolling Stone, okay? Now that the bar is really high. They had
finally the topic I wanted to
talk about.
Cover
girl, the Boston bomber there, expectations are low. But they had this article in there which is calling millennials to support communism and fight for communism. Your thoughts?
Well, I'm dying to get my hands on a copy so I can get my marching orders.
You just want it for free. That is code for hand me one.
Find you one.
They are fulfilling the common description of Rolling Stone as a magazine written by people who can't write for people who can't read. But I especially like this coming from Jan Wenner, who's supposed to be worth, I mean, he's, according to you know, all these Forbes lists, he's supposed to be worth something like $700 million by putting out a piece of trash like Us magazine. He is the dirtiest, sleaziest capitalist. But no, we're getting, and why? It was written by an Occupy Wall Street guy, right? Probably didn't pay him. The working conditions at Rolling Stone are famously crappy. They underpay their employees. Here you have this
How do you really
capitalist
feel
dog
about
man,
him?
But he's going to push communism.
Should we go out and get your book?
Oh, you definitely should get my book.
We will.
When you go and get the Bill Gates book.
Yeah,
Not Bill Gates.
Bob Gates.
Bob Gates. Bob Gates.
Well,
We
certainly
buy a
will.
lot of books.
Right.
We'll buy the Bill Gates book, too.
And this is certain to be a
It's nice to
bestseller.
see you on this seating arrangement, by the way, too.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Ann
We go
Coulter,
back some
thank you
years.
very much.